Welcome in to the Al Smith Alfa Insurance High School Football Scoreboard Show. Get ready for all the scores and recaps from tonight's games. Let's throw it over to the boys from Northwest Georgia Football, Lawrence Morgan and Benton Burge.
Hey, welcome into the Al Smith Alpha Insurance Friday night high school scoreboard. As you can see, it's not Friday night. Little late this week. Um, Benton was in a storm up in Color Creek last night, setting back a couple hours. So I'm here bright and early on a Saturday morning, man. We'll run through the scores real quick. If there's anybody awake besides me, feel free to comment on X, Yahoo, not Yahoo, but Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can find us, man. We'll get your comments live on the air. But yeah, let's just jump into the scores here. Thursday night game, Eastside beat Hiram 41-0. Carrollton beat Columbia 41-7 last night. What's going on, Charles? Man, I can't believe you're up this early in the morning. North Paulding over East Paulding 38-23. South Paulding beats Altoona 31-30 in overtime. Haven't seen what happened in that game. I know it was 24-24 going into OT. South Paulding got the ball first, scored a touchdown. Altoona scored. I don't know if they went for two or just missed the extra point. Villarica, man, almost pulled up a big upset. They were up late in this game. Lost to Northgate 12-9. Central scores with 21 seconds left over in Oxford to knock off Oxford 37-34. Huge win for Coach Umber Brown and the Lions. Cartersville 39-14 over Rockmart. Cass goes on the road and beats Model 55-14. And Cedartown, nice rebound game for the Bulldogs, 48-13 over Berkmar. Dalton, man, a tough task for Dalton traveling across the east side of the state, man, to face probably the best team in 4A. North Oconee beats them 56-7. Coosa opens their season with a shutout, 35-0. Woodstock beats Woodland 33-7. East Forsyth 19-16 over Dawson County in overtime. Coach Jay Beauchaw's first game with the Dawson County Tigers. Dawson County was a 27-point favorite going into this, 27-point underdog going into this game. Game went into overtime. Dawson missed a field goal with their first possession, and East Forsyth won it. But a good showing by the Tigers, man, in their opening game. Pickens, impressive win at home over Sonoraville, 34-14. Pepperell with the upset of the week. I know going in, a lot of people thought Pepperell would win this game. Pepperell was a 19-point underdog, I believe, at Adairsville. Pulled it off 31-17. Dragons are looking real good, man. Getting ready to head into 6A play here in a few weeks. Gilmer goes to 2-0 on the season. Coach Paul Stander's got those guys scoring some points, man. Gilmer 42-20 over Union County. Heritage beats LFO 27-20. What sounded like a great game. Gordon Lee 24-7 over Lafayette. Ridgeland 38-19 over Armurchie. Coahulla Creek 37 over Chattooga. Ringgold shuts out Murray County 43-0. North Murray goes to 2-0 in the season. Knocked off their second bigger brother from Whitfield County. Beat Northwest Whitfield 21-13. North Cobb Christian 47-23 over Darlington. Bremen opened the season, man, just lighting up the scoreboard 70-7 over Jordan. Can't wait to see the stats on that game. Haralson County, man, goes to 2-0 for the first time since 2020. Coach Crutchfield down there doing a great job getting the Rebels back on track. Shuts out Pike County 28-0. Heard County looks like the team to beat in 6A at this point. 55-6 over South Atlanta. Temple, second straight 60-point game, 63-6 over Clarkston. Landmark Christian beats Christian Heritage 28-21. Trine over Dade, 28-6. Raven County shuts out Fannin County, 35-0. Gordon Central goes 2-0 in the season. Um, 30-12 win over Butler. Bowden, 55-22 over Macon County. Mount Zion, 49-0 over Ranburne, Alabama. And Paulding County falls to North Atlanta, 38-6. And that is your first look at the scores from Friday night. Like I said, man, I know I'm not the only early bird up this morning, man. If there's anybody else that has any comments from last night's game, questions, comments, concerns, you can hit us up on X, on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you find us. I'll be here for a few minutes this morning before I go and sleep a little bit. Yeah, Virgil, we appreciate it, man. It's fun, you know. Yeah, we already said good morning to Charles there. I know Charles is ready for Murphy, North Carolina to roll in there next Friday night. Huge game. Heard County went up to Murphy last year and got beat. And I know they put up like 500 yards of offense up there in Murphy last year. Still came out on the short end. So I know Herd's had this game circled for quite a while. Yeah, I listened to Jake last night. He made the comment, you know, he's a West Georgia guy, man, but seeing some of these scores this past week, playing these schools from Atlanta is unreal. I hope they paid him well to take a beating. Yeah, man, that 6A is just light up the scoreboard right now. You know, we're still a month away from 6A play, but you've got Heard County, Temple, Bremen. You got Haralson County now 2-0. Pepperell looking good. Model looks good. I know they're what 0-2 in the season, but they played bigger opponents. 6A is going to be fun to watch come late September. Let me go back over these scores now that you read them out. I'll see if anything stands out here. Carrollton, like I said, they're up. Beat Columbia 41-7. Freshman sensation CJ Cipher, freshman starting quarterback down there at Carrollton. I saw where he threw a 65-yard touchdown pass to Mosley to start the game. No surprise there. North Paul and East Paul battled close, man. 24-20 at halftime. I think North was up. And North Paulton off to a 2-0 start. I think they will go to Harrison next Friday night. Let's see. Central, yeah. Central, Oxford. Central goes over to Oxford, beats them 37-34. 21 seconds left. J.R. Harris completed the pass to Jonas Walton. He took it in. Huge win for the Central Alliance program. Cartersville, 39-14. That was probably the best game of the night going in. I know after what Rockmart did week one, man, a lot of people had high expectations. I mean, they played Cartersville well. You got to figure Cartersville's an elite program, man. They're a step above everybody else. And I did not have to get a tattoo. Tattoo free for another week at least. Yeah, Tony, Bremen to Bowden, man, we a shootout. That's it's got to be one of the top games on the slate next Friday for week 3. Like I said, I said earlier, man, I can't wait to see the score sheet from Bremen last night. 10 touchdowns. How many did your son have? Yeah, Charles, you talking about Murphy Hurd, or are you talking about Bremen and Bowden? I think that Hurd Murphy game is going to be a fun one also. Yeah, Cedartown beat Burkmar 48-13. Great rebound game for Cedartown. I know after week 1, some of the fans were holding their heads, but I know the players weren't. Started out a little slow in the first half, but they got it going in the second half, and Coosa. Surprising there. 34-0 over Southeast Whitfield. We knew going in that Coosa was going to have a good offense. Charlie Cannon, junior quarterback down there at Coosa, one of the best returning quarterbacks in 7A. Um, Surprised they pitched a shutout, though. We mentioned Dawson County, 28-point underdogs. Coach Jay Beauchaw's first game with the Tigers, going over to East Forsyth, taking them into overtime. Pepperell with a big upset on the night, 31-17. I saw where Sam Ross had a couple of touchdowns. If you've been following high school football around here for the last few years, you know Sam Ross, man. He's been an all-region player since his ninth grade. Moved from defensive back to quarterback. Plays wherever the coaches want him to play. One of the best athletes in 6A. Paul Standard, Gilmer, 2-0, beat Union County. Huge game next Friday night. At home, hosting Pickens. Both teams 2-0. I mean that place will be packed anyway if they were both 0-2. But with both coming in 2-0, man, that's going to be wild for sure. Eric, what's up, man? What's going on? I saw you were on here last night, man, asking about how to get on the show. We'll have to get you on here next Friday night. We'll send you a link and you can come on live with us. Yeah, I had to work last night, and Benton was up in Culver Creek, and they had a lightning delay that delayed the game a couple of hours. I'm sure he didn't get home till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And right now I'm struggling trying to stay awake, but it's all good. Gordon Lee over Lafayette, 24-7. Original, nice win for the Panthers, 38-19 at R. Murchie. We mentioned Culver Creek, 37 over Chattooga. Ringo shuts out Murray County 43-0. Sets up a huge game next Friday night. I think it's at Heritage, if I'm not mistaken. Both teams 2-0. Heritage hung on to beat LFO 27-20. That's another game that's packed out no matter what, whether they're both 0-2 or both 2-0. Standing room only. I went up there a couple of years ago, man, and I had to park like 500 miles away. I thought I was parking in the back lot of Six Flags. I had to walk so far. North Murray. Impressive win at Northwest Whitfield, 21-13. And I think Northwest goes across town to play Dalton next Friday night. Dalton coming off that 56-7 loss to North Oconee. Be a shootout. Yeah. Eric says Cartersville dominated Rockmart last night. Rockmart had less than 100 yards in the first half. Yeah, that's not surprising, man. You know, I think Rockmart's a great team. They'll probably go undefeated rest of the season, win that region for the 9th year in a row, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the Benz come December. But Cartersville's just head and shoulders above everybody else. Like to see Cartersville and North Oconee play again. Haralson County, man, 2-0. First time since 2020. Yeah, I think so too. Rockmart to go deep in the playoffs for sure. I mean, you got great size in the backfield, great size up front, offense and defensive line, a lot of athletes in the secondary. Tucker Parson, I mean, he's only going to get better as the season goes on. Temple, man, 63-6 over Clarkson, back-to-back 60-point weeks for Coach Nix and the Temple Tigers. I see they played some defense this week, though. Yeah, they gave up 40 last week, but hey, to a tough McNair team. But Temple's putting up the points. I'm curious to see how some of those games go in late September, man, when Temple and Bremen are playing. Temple Herd, Bremen Herd. Is it going to be 13-7 games, or is it going to be 65-55 games? Tryon, Big State, 28-6. Raven, 35-0 over Fannin County. I mentioned it earlier. Gordon Central over Butler, 30-12. This is probably the most surprising win on the night for me. When I was going over the scores and looking at them for the first time. Um, I actually saw this game live last year. Butler and Gordon Central. Butler was big, very athletic. They came to Gordon Central and beat a experienced Gordon Central team last fall. So I thought this young Gordon Central team would have trouble with Butler, but shout out to Gordon Central Warriors for getting it done, 30-12. Bowden back in the win column. You knew it wouldn't take long. 55-22 over Macon County. A huge game next Friday night with Bremen. Another place that's going to be packed out. And that is it for the scores, man. If you missed anything, you can go back and look at the replay. And Benton will be back on with us this week. We'll be doing a pick'em show probably Wednesday or Thursday for week 3. Some great games on tap next Friday night. And yeah, Eric, we'll have to get you on here next Friday night, man. But yeah, until Thursday.
We here at Northwest Georgia Football would like to thank you for watching. Please join us again soon.